When was the last time you felt completely comfortable taking off your shoes in front of others? Picture this. You're visiting your grandchildren, and they ask you to come play on the floor, but you hesitate. Not because your knees hurt, but because you're terrified someone might notice those thick, yellowed nails you've been hiding for months, maybe even years. You've tried everything the pharmacy offered, spent money on treatments that promised miracles, yet here you are, still covering your feet, still making excuses, still feeling that quiet shame that follows you everywhere. Here's the truth no one wants to talk about. Nail fungus doesn't just attack your nails, it attacks your confidence, your freedom, your simple joy of being comfortable in your own skin. The medical world wants you to believe this is just a cosmetic issue, something you should learn to live with as you age. But what if I told you that buried in your medicine cabinet and kitchen, you already have everything you need to fight back? What if the solution isn't expensive, isn't complicated, and doesn't require another disappointing trip to the doctor? In the next few minutes, I'm going to share with you a powerful homemade formula that has helped thousands of people finally win their battle against nail fungus. Not just improve it, not just manage it, but eliminate it completely and permanently. Number 1. What is nail fungus? Have you ever wondered how something so small and invisible can take over your life so completely? Meet Dorothy, a 68-year-old grandmother from Ohio who thought that strange discoloration on her big toe was just a bruise that wouldn't heal. For months, she ignored it, hoping it would disappear on its own. She watched it slowly change from pale yellow to a deeper, more troubling shade. But what Dorothy didn't know was that tiny invaders had already made themselves at home, and they were just getting started. Nail fungus is like an unwelcome guest that moves into your house and refuses to leave. These microscopic organisms feast on keratin, the very protein that keeps your nails strong and healthy. Think of them as tiny parasites that have found the perfect buffet right at your fingertips and toes. They thrive in the warm, moist environment inside your shoes, especially when your feet are trapped in socks and closed footwear all day long. Every step you take, every hour your feet stay enclosed, you're creating their ideal paradise. Here's what might surprise you. This isn't about age, cleanliness, or social status. Teenagers get it. Active adults get it. Men and women from all walks of life. Your immune system might be a little weaker now, or maybe your diet isn't what it used to be, but anyone can become a target. The fungus doesn't discriminate. It simply looks for opportunity, and our daily habits often provide exactly that. Dorothy's story didn't have to unfold the way it did. If she had understood what she was dealing with from the beginning, she could have stopped those invaders before they settled in for the long haul. Knowledge is your first line of defense, and now you have it. Number 2. Visual signs and symptoms of nail fungus. Your nails are trying to tell you a story, and it's time you learn to read the signs before it's too late. When fungus takes hold, your once proud nails begin to surrender, piece by piece, in ways that are impossible to ignore yet so easy to misunderstand. The transformation starts quietly, almost innocently. You might notice a small white spot, thinking it's just a minor injury, but then that spot spreads, and the color begins to shift. Your nail takes on a sickly yellow hue, sometimes deepening to brown or even an alarming greenish tint. It's as if your nail is slowly dying from the inside out, and in many ways, that's exactly what's happening. But the color change is just the beginning of this unwelcome story. Touch your infected nail, and you'll feel the difference immediately. What was once smooth and strong now feels thick, brittle, and rough. Pieces may crumble when you try to trim it, leaving jagged edges that catch on socks and sheets. The texture becomes porous, almost chalky, like old concrete that's been weathered by years of harsh conditions. Then comes the smell. Oh, that unmistakable odor that follows you everywhere, seeping through shoes and socks, announcing to the world that something is deeply wrong. It's not just unpleasant, it's embarrassing, isolating, and persistent. This smell tells you that bacteria have joined the party, making your situation even more complicated and urgent. The skin around your nail may become red, swollen, and tender to the touch. What started as a simple nail issue has now become a source of daily discomfort and constant worry. Your body is fighting back, but it needs your help to win this battle. Number 3. Essential hygiene habits. The difference between victory and defeat in your fight against nail fungus often comes down to the small daily choices you make when no one is watching. These habits might seem simple, even obvious, but they hold more power than any expensive treatment you can buy. Picture yourself stepping out of a warm, relaxing shower. Your instinct might be to quickly towel off and get dressed, but this is where most people make their first crucial mistake. Those spaces between your toes, those little crevices where moisture loves to hide, they become perfect breeding grounds if you leave them damp. Fungus thrives in moisture, the way flowers thrive in sunlight. Take the extra minute. Dry every inch of your feet thoroughly, especially between each toe. Use a clean, dry towel, and don't be afraid to really get in there. Think of it as your daily act of rebellion against the fungus that wants to make your life miserable. Some people even use a blow dryer on their feet, and while it might feel strange at first, that gentle, warm air ensures every trace of moisture disappears. Your feet have been confined in shoes and socks all day, creating the perfect storm of warmth and humidity. When you're out in public places like gym locker rooms, hotel bathrooms, or public pools, you're walking through environments where fungus and bacteria are practically celebrating. Never, ever walk barefoot in these places. Always wear protective footwear, even if it seems inconvenient. After any exposure to public areas, especially pools or communal showers, treat your feet with an antiseptic. It's like washing your hands after touching a dirty surface, except this simple step protects you from months or even years of dealing with stubborn infections. Your future self will thank you for this small act of prevention today. Number 4. Footwear and sock hygiene. Your shoes have become a crime scene, and if you're not careful, they'll keep reinfecting you no matter how hard you fight. This is the harsh truth that most people discover too late. You can treat your nails perfectly, but if your footwear is contaminated, you're essentially inviting the fungus back for another round. Think about it for a moment. Every day, you slip your feet into shoes that have been harboring millions of fungal spores, waiting patiently for your return. It's like cleaning your house while leaving the front door wide open for burglars to come back in. Those warm, dark, moist interiors of your shoes have become 5-star hotels for fungus, and they're not giving up their reservation easily. If you're currently dealing with an infection, every single pair of shoes and every sock in your drawer needs immediate attention. This isn't about being overly cautious. This is about being smart. Sanitize everything. Use antifungal sprays, UV sanitizers, or whatever method you trust most. Some people even throw away their most contaminated shoes and start fresh. And honestly, that might be the wisest investment you ever make. During your treatment, resist the temptation to squeeze your feet back into closed, tight shoes. I know it's not always practical, especially in professional settings, but every hour your feet spend trapped in enclosed footwear is an hour you're working against your own healing. Choose open-toed shoes, sandals, or at the very least, shoes that breathe. Your feet need air circulation like your lungs need oxygen. Remember, this isn't forever. It's a temporary sacrifice for a permanent solution. Those closed shoes will be waiting for you once you've won this battle. But right now, your feet need freedom to heal and breathe. Number 5. Salon safety practices. Walking into a nail salon should feel like a treat, not a gamble with your health. Yet for too many people, that relaxing pedicure or manicure becomes the beginning of their nail fungus nightmare. The sad truth is that many salons, despite their best intentions, become unintentional breeding grounds for infections that can haunt you for years. You sit in that comfortable chair, soaking your feet in what looks like clean, soothing water, while tools that touched dozens of other people's nails are about to touch yours. Those cuticle nippers, files, and buffers might look clean, but unless they've been properly sterilized, they're carrying invisible passengers that are eager to find a new home. Here's your power move. Bring your own tools. Yes, it might feel awkward at first, and you might worry about offending the salon staff, but your health is worth more than a moment of social discomfort. Pack a small bag with your own nail file, cuticle nippers, and buffer. Think of it as bringing your own pillow to a hotel. It's a simple way to ensure your comfort and safety. If you must use salon tools, speak up and ask to see their sterilization process. A reputable salon will be proud to show you their autoclave or UV sterilizer and explain how they clean their equipment between clients. If they seem annoyed or evasive about your questions, consider that a red flag waving right in front of you. Pay attention to the details that matter. Those bottles of cuticle oil sitting on multiple stations, being used on client after client, those nail polishes that dozens of people have dipped into. These shared products can carry fungus, bacteria, and viruses from person to person, like an unwelcome chain letter. Ask for single-use items, or better yet, bring your own polish if you want color. Your vigilance today prevents months of regret tomorrow. Number 6. Letting the nail breathe during treatment. I know this might be the hardest thing you'll hear today, but those beautiful nail polishes that make you feel put together and confident are working against your healing. It's like trying to water a plant while keeping it covered with a plastic bag. Your nails are fighting for their life, and they need every advantage you can give them. Nail polish creates a barrier, sealing in moisture and preventing the treatment products from reaching the fungus where it lives. Think of your infected nail as a patient in intensive care. That patient needs constant access to medicine, fresh air, and careful monitoring. Covering it up with polish is like closing the blinds in a hospital room and hoping for the best. I understand the emotional weight of this sacrifice. Your nails might look embarrassing right now, thick and discolored and nothing like the beautiful hands you remember having. You've probably been hiding them for months, feeling self-conscious every time someone looks down at your fingers or feet. The idea of going without polish feels like giving up the last piece of your vanity that you had left. But here's what I want you to understand. This is temporary. Every day you allow your nails to breathe freely is a day closer to having healthy, beautiful nails that you'll want to show off without any polish at all. The treatment needs to penetrate deep into the nail bed, and it can't do that job effectively if it has to fight through layers of lacquer. If you absolutely must wear polish for a special occasion, that's understandable. Life doesn't stop just because you're dealing with nail fungus. But promise yourself this: the moment that event is over, remove every trace of polish and let your nails get back to the business of healing. Your future beautiful nails are worth this temporary sacrifice. Number 7. Fungal growth cycle and importance of consistency. This is where most people give up, and it breaks my heart every time. You've been applying treatment religiously for weeks, maybe even months. You look at your nail and see improvement. The color is better, it looks healthier, and you think you've won the battle. So you stop the treatment, feeling proud and relieved. But what you don't realize is that you've just opened the door for the fungus to stage its comeback. Fungal growth is slow and stubborn, like a weed with roots that go deeper than you can see. When your nail starts looking better, what you're seeing is just the surface story. Deep underneath, in the nail bed and surrounding tissue, fungal spores are still there, waiting patiently for their opportunity to multiply again. They're like seeds lying dormant in winter soil, ready to spring back to life the moment conditions become favorable again. Here's the timeline you need to understand. Your entire infected nail needs to grow out completely and be cut away, piece by piece, over many months. Think of it like renovating a house that's been damaged by termites. You can't just paint over the damage and call it fixed. You have to remove every infected board and replace it with healthy new material. That's exactly what needs to happen with your nail. Even after your new, healthy nail has completely grown in and looks perfect, the fungus might still be lurking in microscopic amounts. This is why you must continue treatment for at least 3 more months after your nail looks completely normal. I know it seems excessive, but this extra time is what separates permanent success from disappointing relapses. Consistency isn't just important in this process, it's everything. Missing days here and there gives the fungus exactly what it needs to regroup and strengthen. Your dedication during these crucial months determines whether you'll be celebrating true freedom or starting this whole journey over again. Number 8. Powerful homemade antifungal recipe. What if I told you that the solution you've been searching for is probably sitting in your medicine cabinet and kitchen right now? While pharmaceutical companies want you to believe that only expensive prescription treatments can help you, the truth is that some of the most effective antifungal weapons have been available to you all along. Let me share with you a formula that combines the power of 4 incredible ingredients, each chosen for its specific ability to destroy fungus and promote healing. This isn't some folk remedy passed down without science behind it. Each component has been studied and proven effective against the very organisms that are making your life miserable. Start with 30 milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. Choose either 10 or 20 volume strength. Both work beautifully. This is your primary fungus killer, creating an environment where these organisms simply cannot survive. Add 20 milliliters of 70% alcohol, which acts as both a powerful disinfectant and helps the other ingredients penetrate deeper into the infected tissue. Now comes the secret weapon that many people overlook: 15 drops of tea tree essential oil. This natural antifungal and antibacterial powerhouse has been used for centuries to fight infections. Its molecules are small enough to penetrate deep into the nail bed, carrying healing properties directly to where the fungus is hiding. Finally, crush 2 adult acetyl salicylic acid tablets, commonly known as aspirin, and mix them into your solution. This isn't just for pain relief. It provides powerful anti-inflammatory action that helps reduce the swelling and discomfort around your infected nail while supporting your body's natural healing process. Mix all these ingredients in a small bottle, shake well, and you've created a targeted treatment that rivals anything you can buy in a pharmacy. This formula attacks fungus from multiple angles, giving you the comprehensive approach you need for complete elimination. Number 9. Correct method of application. Let me tell you about Robert, a 72-year-old retired mechanic from Texas, who was meticulous about everything in his life except one crucial detail. He had the right treatment, the right ingredients, and the right motivation, but he was applying his antifungal solution like he was painting a fence. Quick, careless, and missing all the important spots where the real work needed to happen. The difference between success and failure often comes down to technique, not just the medicine itself. Your infected nail isn't just sitting on the surface of your skin like a hat you can easily remove. It's integrated into your nail bed, with fungal threads reaching into crevices and spaces that you can't even see. If your treatment doesn't reach these hidden areas, you're essentially leaving the enemy's headquarters untouched. Take your time with each application. This isn't a race, it's precision work. Apply the liquid carefully around the entire perimeter of your nail, making sure it seeps into that crucial space where your nail meets your skin. This is often where the infection is strongest and most stubborn. Use a cotton swab or small brush to work the solution under the nail edge if possible, reaching as far as you can without causing pain. Don't forget the surrounding skin. Fungus doesn't respect boundaries, and it often spreads beyond the nail itself into the nearby tissue. Apply the treatment to a small area around the infected nail, creating a protective barrier that prevents reinfection from neighboring areas. If you're treating toenails, the same careful attention applies. Your feet might be harder to reach, but don't let that be an excuse for sloppy application. Sit in good light, take your time, and make sure every drop of that precious formula goes exactly where it needs to go. Robert learned this lesson after 3 months of poor results, but once he changed his approach, his nails began healing beautifully. Your success depends on this same attention to detail. You now hold in your hands everything you need to reclaim your confidence and freedom from nail fungus. But knowledge without action is just wishful thinking, and action without consistency is just temporary relief. Your journey to healthy nails starts with the very next choice you make. Throughout your treatment, remember that open footwear isn't just a suggestion, it's a requirement for success. Every hour your feet spend in breathable sandals or open-toed shoes is an hour where healing can accelerate. Yes, it might mean changing your wardrobe temporarily or having awkward conversations about why you're not wearing your usual closed shoes, but these small sacrifices lead to life-changing results. Maintain every single hygiene practice we've discussed, not just during treatment, but as part of your new normal. These habits aren't temporary measures. They're your insurance policy against future infections. Think of them as daily acts of self-respect and self-care that protect the healthy nails you're working so hard to achieve. This formula works, but it works best when shared. Think about the people in your life who might be silently struggling with the same embarrassment and frustration you've been feeling. Your spouse, your siblings, your dear friends who've been hiding their feet for months or years. Share this video with them. Give them the same hope and practical solution that you now have. Most importantly, I want you to come back to this video in a few weeks and share your success story in the comments. Tell us how your nails are improving, how your confidence is returning, and how it feels to finally see real progress. Your testimony will become the encouragement that someone else desperately needs to hear. You're not just healing your nails, you're joining a community of people who refused to accept defeat and chose to fight back. Your victory is waiting for you.